Hello, my people. Good day to you, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Whatever time zone you're listening to this, thank you for tuning in every single day to listen to me on Daily Mind Shift. My name is Michael Ujola for Mindset Transformation Africa, and on today's episode, I want to talk about setbacks, alright, how to use setbacks. Let me anchor today's episode on this statement. Each setback becomes instructional when approached as preparation rather than punishment. Each setback becomes instructional when approached as preparation rather than punishment. There is a moment most people misunderstood, all right? There's a moment we misunderstand. It shows up right after effort meets a little bit of resistance. Right after progress stalls, it's as if you're not going anywhere. Right after something falls apart, that moment gets labeled as failure. All right. Yet that label is optional. Okay. The event already happened. The meaning assigned to the event is a choice now. And that is exactly what I want you to learn. That choice decides whether the setback sharpens you or it scars you. See, setbacks feel heavy when they are treated as sentences. They feel useful when they are treated as lessons. The first one drains your energy. When you feel setbacks is a death sentence, for example, it drains your energy. But when you feel it is useful, it produces skill. See, nothing about setback itself changes. It is only our perception, our posture, our interpretation of it that does the changing. Many people live as if life hands out punishment. Okay, they ask, "Why did this happen to me? Why is this happening to me?" They search for fault. They hunt for blame. See, that mental stance turns experience into weight. The same experience viewed as preparation turns into leverage. When you view one experience as bad, it weighs heavily on your soul. But when you view the same experience as preparation, it turns into leverage. See, preparation carries a weight or a very different tone. All right. Preparation suggests future relevance. It suggests skill building. It suggests timing. It suggests judgment. It suggests timing, skill building, and future relevance. But punishment, on the other hand, suggests judgment. See, the nervous system reacts differently to each one. One contrasts, the other adapts. Your nervous system responds to how you perceive life and how you perceive things. See, you notice how athletes treat setbacks. When they miss the shot in the basketball, whatever, they turn it into a film session, all right? They turn losses into drills. They turn errors into adjustments. They do not personalize mistakes. They professionalize them. That particular posture preserves confidence. And confidence does not come from perfection. It comes from familiarity. Familiarity grows through repetition, all right? Under pressure especially. Familiarity grows through repetition under pressure. Pressure introduces errors. Errors introduces instruction. And this particular sequence will train your competence. See, when setbacks feel personal, emotion floods the system. Shame appears. Fear grows louder. Energy leaks away. When setbacks feel instructional, curiosity appears. Curiosity now stabilizes your emotion, and a stable emotional state improves your learning speed. Setbacks only punish those who refuse to study them. Study removes sting. Study turns reaction into response. See, there is a silent cost to seeing setbacks as punishment. You rush recovery. You hide mistakes. You avoid exposure. And avoidance slows your growth. Growth requires friction. Do you understand me? See, instruction lives inside friction. Friction exposes your weak spots. Your weak spots guide your refinement. Your refinement raises your capability. This process never feels comfortable. Comfort was never the goal, all right? It is competence that is the goal. Let us talk a little bit about timing. See, many setbacks arrive early. Early failure protects you from expensive errors later, and that is why sometimes setbacks is good. Preparation often wears the disguise of delay. Delay will now build structure around whatever it is that you're doing, and structure will support your scaling, your improvement, your growth. People who collapse under setbacks often confuse effort with readiness. Effort is emotional, readiness is technical. See, setbacks upgrade techniques. Do you understand me? And technique sustains progress. See, there are languages that punishment always sound like, and I want you to remember them. I always mess this up. That is punishment. You're punishing yourself. I'm not good at this. You're punishing yourself. This proves something is wrong with me. You're punishing yourself. But instructional language, on the other hand, sounds very different. What broke down? You're asking specific questions. What needs adjustment in this? What skill is missing? What am I not learning? These are the things. These are the voices. One is instructional. The other one is punishment. One voice erodes identity. The other one builds capacity. See, identity tied to flawless outcomes stays fragile. Identity, on the other hand, that is tied to learning stays resilient. Resilience grows from repeated exposure to recovery. Recovery skills develop only after disruption. I want you to notice this pattern. Every mastery story includes setbacks. Every breakthrough sits on the top of corrections. See, no one skips the instructional phase. No one. Some people just disguise it better. Preparation really announces itself. And that's where most people miss it. It shows up as inconvenience sometimes. It shows up as frustration sometimes. It shows up as repetition. Repetition then wires your response. And your response now creates reliability. And reliability builds trust. And trust in yourself reduces your emotional volatility. You need to trust yourself so that you won't be tossed around by your emotions. Volatility disappears when setbacks stop feeling personal. And personalization blocks your learning. When you personalize every fucking thing that happens to you, you won't learn. You won't learn, you won't grow, you won't be better because you think life is attacking you. And that is not how it works. See, detachment accelerates improvement. And you need to learn how to see your problem from a God complex, from a God perspective, like having an helicopter point of view. Detach, so that you'll be able to improve what is broken. Detachment does not mean you feel indifferent. It means precision, because precision separates your self-worth from your performances. And performance can be corrected. But the moment you dent your self-worth, it's difficult to repair. Do you understand me? It's difficult to repair. So when you separate your self-worth from your performance, your self-worth will never need any repair. Here's a quiet truth I want you to take away today. Setbacks often arrive right after capacity expands. The moment you expand your capacity, there is a potential setbacks along the way. The system tests the load limits. Weak points reveal themselves. Reinforcement follows. See, when you skip this stage, skipping this particular stage will produce collapse later. You cannot skip this stage. Don't try it because you will collapse later. Preparation feels slower than punishment, but punishment wants immediate relief. That's the problem with it. Preparation values delayed strength, and delayed strength lasts longer. Do you understand me? Setbacks often expose the gaps in your life that needs progress. Gaps show you where structure is missing. Then it is your structure that you have that multiplies your output, and without exposure, gaps stay hidden, and hidden gaps sabotage progress quietly. So as you go to them, this is what I want you to go with. Nothing about your setback defines your ceiling. It defines your curriculum, and curriculum shapes your capacity, and capacity supports your growth. You are not being judged by life. You are being prepared. Prepared for pressure, prepared for volume, prepared for responsibility. Punishment weakens your resolve. Preparation strengthens it. So when the next setback appears in your life, pause. Ask a better question. What is this training